gotta see how to mix this stuff, bro. I want to use this tonight. I think it's better. Make sure I did it right. Shave, bro. We're gonna shave tonight, bro. Bishop's got me feeling like a fucking heart attack. All right, now I want to make sure. lot of protein because of eating keto, but that's not a problem. No, clear. Yeah. Spelling stuff, bro. Let's answer the question. Specific. Why is it misspelling a fucking word? Friggin' word. Excuse me. My apologies. AI is low. I didn't know where to come Cool. So was asked. I got that one. Okay, cool. Oh, dude. Okay. I gotta call my Wow. Okay. This is nothing. It's non-alcoholic. It says absolutely nothing. I guess I'll find out. No, not peroxides. No derivatives. This is stupid. They don't even have the right information. It's like they want people to get hurt. All right, I'm gonna save it. Put a star. Home screen. Add the home screen. And I'm gonna hold them accountable if they don't have the proper answer. This makes stupid. So my apologies, taking too long. But really, either you're gonna be here or you're not. We're gonna get this reading. First, I want to talk about something. I'm a veteran, Navy veteran, okay? And I've about had it with Schumer, the whole lot of them. You see, and you know they know why they're bowing out because they're about to go to their bunkers or to wherever they're going to be at. And a lot of them into the Antarctic. If you haven't paid attention and checked them out, when Buzz Aldrin went, who I went to middle school with, well, I didn't go with him, but you know I met him a number of occasions. They've all been there, okay, and This I'm tired of this QAnon and all this felonious stuff pushed by this fake ass media. Now they're going to continue to do the nonsense they're doing. But this Jacob Chansley, all right, and I know his name is Angeli, Navy vet, he's got some PTSD. He prayed for the police. Now, why would they lock him up and give him 41, 42 years? I mean, months. And then that fake pompous judge. Now, some people might sit there and say, you know what? It's all part of the act. Maybe so, okay? Maybe so, because we know that it was a big shine. But he was an unwilling partner in the parts that played out. And the so-called cop that supposedly got beat to death, he had a freaking stroke. And no other person got dead in there. And there was a bunch of feds out there. And then what about the one fed who was rallying everybody to go in and do stupid stuff, to which the Air Force lady actually is being confirmed that she was killed, and they did whatever, the government did whatever they had to do on that side. I don't care whether it's true or not. What I'm saying is, for them to show utter disdain in this January 6th bullshit, when Maxine Waters, the whole lot of them, were sitting there telling Antifa and Black Lives Matter that they would bail them out, and they burnt churches up for you religious people. They burnt cities up. You look at Salt Lakes. You look at You know what? Let me type it in so I can have them all without saying nothing stupid. Check this out. They always like to put George Floyd protests. It was nothing to do with George Floyd. It was conditioning. It was certain individuals embarked on by secret government agencies and those who are corporate, if you want to call them deep state, whatever. You heard what I call them, right? What by the actual, I guess, like in the nomenclature of a part and shit. But you put in a certain thing, and they want to hide everything. This is what I'm talking about. It's not so much a liberal, it's a liberal and a conservative thing. But there are really places like Kenosha County and all that, the courthouse, the places that caught on fire, burnt up, Walgreens and Rite Aid, stuff that are needed and required. And who were the antagonists? Well, we know that there were 3 times feds, young feds like 21 Jump Street, but feds were caught in certain department individuals in the police who were part of the agenda, protected them and got them out of there. But they got everybody riled up. They got everybody going. And this is what people don't pay attention to, because once you get certain people out there, especially the criminal mind going, they won't stop until somebody stops them. And what they're not going to tell you, it took a lot of people with guns that went out there. Why do you think fake Antifa runs around with armed individuals to carry out the Baphomet gay agenda for, these weird, mindless individuals who want to cross-dress and dance in front of children? That's come to a dead halt. That right here, people are talking about they're going to stop. They're going to start passing the bullets and handing out the Bibles. And I'm all with that. But you got to think, it's $1 billion by Antifa. Now, Black Lives Matter wasn't having all that stuff, but there were certain agitators in there, pale skins, with purple and blue hair, thinking because they're around a bunch of Negroes who can pretty much handle their own if need be, that they can go and start breaking windows and stuff. And a couple of knucklehead Negroes probably running around shooting each other at the shit so we can get rid of them. All right. Creating more of that. And then about the people who are dropping off and the unmarked vans dropping off with a back thing at middle of the night, got recorded twice, dropping off pallets with bricks. Do you think that was any of our people or any of the? That's government. Who do you think's derailing the train? And when I say that, I mean it as just as it is. They need to get up off this land. So anyway, he's the fall guy, and a handful of others supposedly. We're talking about civilians. We're not talking about the feds, because all the individual that was out there in the front with the big orange hat telling everybody to go, can't find him nowhere. He ain't got locked up. He didn't go to court. It's just the dummies, especially veterans who aren't too bright. Well, guy's not smart if you look at his record, college and everything, but he's not the brightest pick of the hen. And when I tell you that they were using individuals, I mean they were using individuals, and he didn't do anything vile. They call him a shaman. He didn't do anything. He didn't harm nobody, hurt nobody. The police escorted him around. He played for the police, and they were very grateful and thankful. That's what amazes me, how these bastards, I know they're pedos. I know they're pedophiles. I know they've been to Epstein's Island. I know that they sacrifice children, because just by the act of this alone, the treason and the treacherous act alone, I was going to put a title up so everybody could come over, because they would have saw that, and it would have caught them. Okay? It would have caught him. They would have caught him, there's a book I'm going to purchase written by one of the individuals who was there. He's not trying to make money. It's a little small pamphlet. It's not a book. You know, for $1.49 or something. And he's pointing the views of what he saw, because he stayed outside. And he said, being an ex-Marine, being in entry combat with a fake leg, he couldn't go up in there. He wanted to. He said that what he saw, and they wanted to bury this, he had to go outside to get this thing published and hand it around to his friends. I think it's like 22 pages or something like that. I'm going to pay the dollar something. I mean, you know, I support my veterans. Don't get it twisted. They send me money all the time over from here when I already give to Wounded Warriors. $25 every month, directly out of my account, along with my premium, my platinum USCCA and a few other things. I take the 50 cent, I got a stack of them, about 20 of them over there with all the 50 cents still in them. I don't do nothing with that. It's what I need it for. What, a rainy day? Nigga, I got, this is what I'm working on now. Listen, right beside me right now, I got 5 of these and 4 of them are full. This one is the next one. 4 of them are full, and this one's on its way. What? I don't care about no damn dollar. You see what I'm saying? This greedy, no good sons of bitches that give a fuck about all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna support. I'm just tired of all the foolishness. Now, some would say, well, Red, do you really believe that? I believe that people are being embarked upon and used as always. What are wars? People really die. There's people really dying right now. Friend over here went over there and fought. He said, man, he didn't know they were so great. He said there's a lot of things. There was a melanated black doctor went over there, and they made sure that he stayed behind the lines. He said some of the people that are in uniforms at Russia Center, they're not soldiers. And it's like they're just picking them off using drones and blowing them up. I mean, there's been a number of times where they're having sex with each other and they get killed by a drone because they believe that the Russians are going to pick them up and take them home, or they cross the line and go, hey, look, we're not with this. And, you know, it's some real sick stuff going on. Rumors, and it's not just rumors of wars and wars. How about the hypothetical of it all? How about they create this thing and they keep embarking upon it like a vaudeville show until it gets everybody involved. The people who you really need to be paying attention to and watching because of the agenda is the mofos who they've been working co-hand with, and it's all of them really, but the individuals who's sitting up there ready to pounce because of their stupidity. But they need more of us dead. And a lot more is going to die. There's just no way around it. The small hats have seen to it. They've seen to it a lot of their own people going to die. You know, there's a whole bunch of them dying here too. They don't care. This is how sick it is. These individuals are just sick. All right? And y'all still want to be divided. You still want to support one another. I support all kind of people. I saw this. Look, right now, you know what y'all want to watch? Y'all want to watch Ice Spice with her little curly red hair and Coily Ray. You want to watch weirdos as they're getting indoctrinated. That's what you want to look at. This ain't no rap out here. This is goofy music. Even some of the country music with some of the country singers are doing better rap than these idiots. I listen to that more than anything. I ride around listening to that more than anybody. Most people's rapping old school. Old school hip hop from my time, my generation, before when it was being, you know, when they were coming and digging their hands in and wanting to manipulate and change it for a bigger bag. And these country boys, they rocking it. They telling on you dumb motherfuckers. They looking at y'all and everybody's ignoring it because you know what? You're so compelled to be black. And you're stupid, full of arrogance and ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Westside, calm your ass down. So what I was saying, What I'm saying is, if you want to say that you're a patriot and you're American, why don't you fucking act like it? If you want to say that you're not racist and you want to say, oh, well, black folks is racist because, there's a lot of Pelskins running around their little this comporium of so-called enlightened, and the only way for them to make themselves right is go, yeah, but black folks is racist. Well, first of all, there's no such thing as a black motherfucker unless you know your real history. It'd be you. That's not hate. It's a fact. You have a problem with facts, take your happy merry ass the fuck on somewhere. Okay, you got Hollywood and all small has convinced the world that y'all are the brightest thing on the block when y'all are not the brightest thing on the block. You're not even the most violent thing on the block. And that's not hate, it's reality. I don't care what you believe. The problem is you don't know how to get your head about your ass. Realize that your culture comes from us and join up so we can stop the bullshit. But that's why I know it's going to take us alone, because you motherfuckers will never get it right. Maybe a handful of you. Like I said, I got some Pelsican brothers, they lay their lives down for me, and I'll damn sure lay mine down for them, because they motherfuckers are solid like that. Does that mean that some of y'all got to run through the garden? Hell yeah. Then we got some dumb niggas and some dumb Spanish motherfuckers running around just as fucking confused as the next. And I'm tired of them goofy sons of bitches. Y'all just might as well go ahead and just help yourselves, because y'all ain't gonna get nothing done. Make sure y'all got some compasses that work, all right? Just saying. For you motherfuckers that walk in your left leg or your right leg stronger than the other, because y'all walk in circles already and you still see a straight line. We're gonna go ahead and get this reading. I just wanted to talk about that little part right there, because I am just like, it's so much. And let's say it's all fake and it's just another distraction. Look how long it's been going on. What I am alluding to is the fact that people are still listening to these media personas, these pieces of excrement, these pieces of low down shit. People are still watching the Black Conservative and all these other little goofy shows of stupid individuals. Why? Because they want to mean something, so they're going to use terms and they're going to use fallacies and everything, all the malice is going on. They're going to use that because that's what feeds you. Well, then I say, in order to change how you look, you must change your diet. So in order to change how you think, change your fucking diet, or what you take in, or what you look at. You know what I mean? If you're going to have the tube on, put some fucking music on. Listen to some fucking, stop listening to people talk dumb shit. If you're worried about the frequency coming through, turn the motherfucker off and unplug it. Go get you a cassette player. They can't manipulate that. And go and order you some tapes and put them bitches in there and play it. You'll actually get more of a natural occurring, even out of that little screech box sound that can be beneficial. Okay? Instead of the 808, the 440 that's always coming through. And you don't have to worry about the underlying tones of certain things being said. And when you start meditating, you'll hear them. You'll just turn it off. You'll be like, no, let me go to something else. And if you keep hearing it, you know there's something coming over the wire. Yes, people, they are sending out messages to the very, very frequency. Not low as in hertz, like it's at a frequency that you just can't hear because of all the noise. And it's in there, entwined. Just like they manipulate the DNA and all that stuff, the same thing. And it's going into your brain, and they're aware that your brain takes it as an imprint. And then later on, you wonder, why am I doing this? Where the fuck did that thought come from? And you're so unaware because you don't meditate. You don't know how to breathe. You don't do anything. Yo, Ray, what's going on? You popped up. Usually you don't pop up. What's going on? Ground elevations. And west side, you popped up. Anyway, what's that with the coochie thing? Anyway, right? And I'll just do the research and see what you find, and then drop a note, hit my Gmail or something. You know what I'm saying? Say, yo, this is what I heard, right? I didn't know. Boom, boom. I'll share the link. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll take it and I'll share it with everybody. You know, if you're unable, unable or you're incapable. So let's go ahead and get this reading, because I want to sit back. I'm drinking ginger and let me show the guys something. Westside, you working out, right? You don't have no kidney or liver problems, right? Let me advise y'all of something. If you're about my age, it's good to try something every once in a while. Now, this stuff I've had it before. This is one that's a little different. It's organic. I had them before, so I know I don't have no kidney problems. Sometimes a little harsh because of the protein when I eat meat. Okay, so I get the bubbles in the urine, but my urine's it's pretty clear. It's pretty amber, not dark. If you got darkness, boy, I don't have stomach issues. I'm not nauseous. I don't walk around nauseous. I don't have aluminum taste or metal taste in my mouth. Um, Blood pressure spikes up and down when you're fasting. It's something that you can work with. I don't partake in salts. In some of the foods, natural from blood or whatever, or in the salts that I do deal with is iodide, sea salt, and I make sure that's what I purchase when I utilize it. Are natural occurring salts. But this right here, men and women, if you have varicose veins, this and other, it may benefit you. But men, horse chestnut. This is organic. So I take one dropper. The one I was reading it. The other one downstairs is open. I haven't taken it. Take it in the morning and the evening. Just one droplet, which is about, it's too small to read it, but 1 milliliter. So it's about a dropper. Me, I'm going to just use half in the AM and in the evening because I'm taking niacin, which makes your skin flush, and it also opens up your veins a little bit. I'm not lifting heavy, but I'm doing push-ups. Of course, I'm always doing chin-ups. Not a lot of them, just a few. I get up and throw all 4 or 5. I usually get a little stress in my neck because the muscles haven't been working a long time. I stretch more than anything. I like to kick a motherfucker in the head, man. I don't get bad toe, no toe, good toe. That's just me. But the thing is, give it a shot. I'm gonna show. There's no box or anything. This is what it looks like. This is from a Hawaii farm. Okay, Hawaii farm. Hold it still. Okay. Horseradish is good, but this is something different, honey. This is horse chestnut. So if you're having a little flaccid problem, blood pumping to the right place, it may even help with the blood pressure if you're having spikes, a little eradication of sleep, because anything that helps you get more oxygen is going to benefit you. I've showed you, when you go back to the videos, to how to breathe. And most people, I say, always utilize that. Yo, Josh, what's going on, Niji? And hey, what's going on, Sue? What's going on, baby girl? So I'm going to utilize it in the AM. I'm definitely going to let you know how I feel. I'll probably go live when I mix it. It says, why they got to make the print so small? It's not, look, I got stuff here. All right. All right. Maybe this one's just a little, no, this is bigger. This one's big. You can read, y'all can even read that. This stuff right here look like what the hell, bro? Tiny ass. Hold on. Okay, yeah. All right. I can mix this with a little bit of organic extracts. When I used it before, I used to put it in my smoothie. I want to do it a little different. So, okay. Up to 333 milligrams a day. All right, motherfucker. Yeah, we feel that. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I know ain't nothing been proved by that. Fuck the FDA. So I was, and put it in, that's about 30 drops. That's about a whole 7.1 milligrams, y'all, just to let you know. You can do it up to 4 times. I'm only going to do it twice. I'm doing half of that because my blood flow is pretty good. I don't get all numb and everything. So what I'm going to put it in, water. I'm not going to sit there and conflict it. I'm going to put it in some water. I'm going to put it in about 4 to 5 ounces of water. I'm going to put half a drop in. I'm going to swing it down. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know if I'm walking around like this and I'm going, reverently, yeah, hands on deck, flash going up. And then at night when I got to go, sounds about the deck, no sleeping, no smoking, and blowing the flag. And that's the case. I'll share that information. Let's get this reading. We got some haters in the crowd that don't want to hit the like. Why do y'all come over if you don't have a problem with us hitting the like and supporting it, brother? God, dog, it's like, look, and I have to say that because we need them so we can get, so when I'm doing this stuff, we need that. You know what I mean? Come on. I appreciate the new subscribers, but I appreciate y'all like more than anything. We broke the 3,000 marks, the 1,300 mark, whatever that is. I had got rid of some people. I actually blocked like about 25 people. So some people say, ain't that going backwards? I don't care. If I think you're an idiot or a fake account, and I go and look and I don't like what I see, block, report. I follow a lot of people back. That's why everybody subscribe. When I go and see the subscription, I'll be on a laptop and I'll go and I'll look at everybody's account. Now, and if you just regular account, name, whatever, then cool. All right. I'll follow you back. I've got a whole bunch of people on here. Excuse me. I'm the only follower. I stand by what I say. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into George Jones, An Original History of Ancient America. You see, I've had this shirt for about, what did I say? Let me see. I was going to lose esta bonilla. Lose esta branch. Lose esta bonilla. 2000. I got this in New York. Around 2005. 2005. That's how old this is. I got the ball cap. I even got the sweatpants and the sweat jacket. Straight up. I rocked it in New York. I rocked it in Millville, Vineland. I rocked it in Florida. I rocked it everywhere I went. Rocked it when I was on a reservation. I rock it wherever I'm at. Because I'm always going to be an oath keeper. And that's any and every oath. Always a minute, man. That's who we are. Don't have to be a veteran either. Anyway, An Original History of Ancient America. Well, we ain't going to be doing battle because, you sound kind of good over there. With all that beautiful music coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Relax. Take it easy. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yesterday we had ended off when we were getting to been raised by her magic wand by the sandy deathbed of the Colosseum to live on unconquered to all posterity. No, that's not where we were at. Okay, here we go. We ended over here. Heathen of the Christian, they cannot be rejected. From then we trace and prove the areas of the world. Sculpture has also sculpture has also her own prerogative. So that don't make sense. Sculpture has also her own prerogative. There's no quotation marks. Apart and separate from her Lord as a dower right. A joint her power of instruction, and what immortal pupils has she not produced? We're doing all the good, strong, powerful, funny talking here, but it's powerful. They stand as the models of art and intellect, each unapproached, I think it should say solidarity, but it says solitary and beautiful. No, solitary, okay, and beautiful as they stand. The human eye contemplates them with the chaste wonder of creation's daughter, Eve. Talking about our beautiful women. When from the banks of Eden's limpid water, she first gazed upon the mirrored image of herself, the goddess she is, the Jupiter of Elias, the Minerva, and the triple fates of the Parthenon, the Medicean Venus, and her sister of the Bath, the gentle Antinous and Athenian Phoenician, the Pythonian. Did you hear that? Athenian Phoenician, Atlanteans, the Pythonian, Victor sun-clad Apollo, and the serpent-strangled priests and sons of Troy, all speak the intellectual power of their mistress, and even the poor Roman captive, the dark-struck gladiator, or the death-struck gladiator, has been raised side by side, has been raised by her magic wand from the sandy deathbed of the Colosseum to live on unconquered to all posterity. Sculpture is a title not only applicable to statuary, but to every kind of architectural stone ornament, and in every stage towards its completion, from the rough quarried block to the polished marbles of the frieze and pediment. This being admitted, how vast and almost unlimited is the field for historic contemplation. The antiquary, when he removes the trodden earth from the moldering tomb to trace the deeds of heroes, God damn, wow, I'm gonna use some of this, man. I'm biting. Anyway, or from an antique gem or metal raises to light from beneath the dark dust of ages. Dude, that's powerful. Listen to this. Raises to light from beneath the dark dust of ages, the bold outline of an imperial head. I'm gonna say that to the dark Okay, let me stop. Or when within the lava-colored city, a hidden statue from beneath the veil of centuries burst upon his bewildered sight. Dog, man, that man, dude, you must have took years just to write that. Anyway, he still remembers. I'm gonna put a little twist to it. Y'all know that. Remembers that sculpture was the creative power. Wasn't the story in the Bible that God created man, sculpted him from the clay or the sand of the earth? The traveler who pauses in silent wonder as he views the Egyptian pyramids, and in parentheses it states, blocks of stone raised to perpetuate a nameless king. A nameless king. And now we are more aware of what the Masons did with certain statues, that they actually sculpted them with sandstone, hit them with a certain concrete browning, and they made things that never existed to eradicate our history here and to put it somewhere else. Okay. Turns with redoubled pleasure to contemplate the sculptured marble of Tenteria. Yes, you're right. Think it. In the sight of whose shrines the followers of Napoleon felt. You hear that? Whose shrines the followers of Napoleon felt amply repaid for the dangers they had passed by coming here. Although the Assyrian kings have for ages been covered with the sands of their desert, and the wandering Arab sleeps unmolested in the shade of Palmyra's columns, unconscious of his mighty mansion, unconscious of this truth, because he doesn't belong there. I told you what these Arabs are today are not the original people of the lands. They're consorts and half-breeds, but not the original people. Yet her temples but they are still kinfolk. And particles speak loudly for the living truth of historic marble. Greece. I love Greece. I've been there. I would love to go back, but I think it's just a little jack now. The wonder of the classic age. The key. Excuse me. I'm about to shave, y'all. Y'all gonna be looking at me like, nigga, go put some weave on your face. Anyway. The key stone in the arch of intellect, Greece, the keystone in the arch of intellect owes her glory to Marathon and Salamis, but her living name breathes from the sculpture of the Acropolis. The proportion given by Ictinus to the body, I'm saying it kind of wrong, y'all, I'm hacking it, forgive me, to the body of the Parthenon is fast falling to decay, while the sculptured mantle of Phidias, I forget how to say it, y'all, Phidias, which adorns it, adds dudes is missing some lines, y'all. Oh, which adorns it adds regality to splendor. And every stone that falls produces but another grateful fold to the gorgeous drapery. Sculpture still preserves Syracuse amid the wreck of time, as when Marcellus wept tears of joy at beholding his mighty conquest. It still points out Carthage and the fatherland of Hannibal, as when Marius upon a prostrate column mourned her desolation, prostrate. Okay. Mysterious, I can't even make that out. Oh, mysterious Pestum has no other monument, for her deeds have perished with her records. And from Istria to the Dalmatia may be traced the historic progress of the art. And the gate of the Sergi, Theater of Pola, and the palace of Diocletian, whose columned wall is mirrored in the Adriatic. Holy shit. All bear convincing testimony. And for ancient Rome, it is her living history. The statorium columns of the Forum, lifting high their leafy brows, proclaim the spot where Romulus checked the bold advance of the Sabine Tatius, and the solitary shaft of Corinthian form and grace. That's it, form and grace. And gives fame to that says Pocus. And the Ionic columns of Concordia's temple proudly point the place where Cicero impeached the bloodstained Catiline. Wow. While the triumvirate columns of the Tonan's Jupiter preserved the imperial name that witnessed the Redeemer's birth. The Arch of Titus, and in parentheses states where the composite first shone forth and heralds the conquest of Jerusalem. That's a whole lot of words. They was digging for all that, because some of them I couldn't even hardly make. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sit up here in front of y'all. You know I ain't gonna do that. It's sculpture, a Jewish basilic. For none of that nation, I was gonna look all that up, but that took too long. A Jewish basilic, for none of that nation dare pass beneath its gateway. The Arch of Constantine, robed in sculptured history, records the battle with Maxentius and the first victory beneath the banner of the cross, and gained by the Christian prince after his conversion by the vision of the holy sign. Now, you know what it's going back to. Remember I was talking about the fake Jews? When we were talking about Joshua? Okay. Keep it full. Okay. Anyway, of the holy sign, the column of Antonius still preserves the deeds of the philosophic Marcus, and while the equestrian statue of the Capitoline Hill presents the figure of Aurelius, the group trophies of Marius make known the conquest of the Cimbri. Now, I know there's gonna be people come and they're gonna be like, he's talking about Jesus. Oh, I can't watch it. I'm saying the fraud compared to what the truth is. And if you have a hard time with that, then you don't need to know what the truth is. And if you don't know how to research and the information is still out there, then that's on you. You hold on to your fake goddamn Jesus, because that is not of this goddamn soil, nor is Christianity, because it comes from my ancestors' teachings. Fuck around and find out. The column of Trajanus blazons forth the wars of the Daci, thereby transmitting, I hope somebody Greece come in or somebody could know some of these words and correct them. I could correct them. I could sit here and use the translator. No. Anyway, transmitting to all ages the custom and weapons of the captives and of the imperial victors. I need to study Greek. I need to study the language, actually. And the circular and column edifices speaks of Vesta, her virgins, and the heathens' perpetual altar flame. The giant arches near the forum of a temple to the god of peace, while the earth-buried palace of the earth-buried palace, that's the third time we've come across that word, every earth-buried palace of the Esquiline contained the moving form of the son of war who fell beneath the patriot blow of Brutus. Again, I keep telling you, man, the deluge is real, and we are dumber now than we were millennia ago. We were much smarter, capable of so much more. Yeah. All the schools were Antifa and all them dumbasses should have burnt down. Anyway, I'm not pushing for violence. I'm cool comedy there. Anyway, Palace of the Esquiline contained the moving form of the son of war who fell beneath the patriot blow of Brutus. The Pantheon, the pyramid, and the tower perpetuate Agrippa, Sistius, and Metellus' fame. The triple monument of the Appius Way tells the historic tale of the first victory that consolidated Rome in early freedom. It speaks of the Caratian brothers who fell for Alba, of the Horitoi, that's Japanese as a motherfucker anyway, but I knew, that fell for Rome. And the classic eye in viewing those time-honored tombs looks through a vista of near 3,000 years. It gazes upon the Horatian triumph and his spoils. It sees a widowed sister's upraised hand in malediction. Holy shit. I'm reading. I understand so much. But so much kind of catches me off too as well. I'm going to read this little part and I'm going to put it down and go to the next. It beholds that sister's death from a brother's patriot sword. Isn't it known that our women fell in battle right next to the men? And another took her place as another took his? Without question, we fought. And we knew our place and where we went. That's why I keep telling you, stop being afraid. A sculptured frieze, and cornered, and it says frieze. It's not a fez, damn Moors. Anyway, a sculptured frieze and cornice upon something smells good, lone pilastered house in the most humble street of Rome, speak to the passerby that within those shattered walls once dwelt the last of the tribunes, patriarch's friend, renowned Rienzi. Then the blood cemented Colosseum. It is an history within itself, commencing with its founders, Vespasian and Titus. I've said that wrong, but Titus, and its builders, the poor captives from Jerusalem. It encloses all the savage and succeeding emperors whose mantles of coronation were there, died in human gore, and Domitian, Commodus, Valerian, and the long line of insatiate murders of the early Christians. And even Trajan suffered the sands of that arena to receive the mangled body of an apostle's minister, Ignatius of Antioch. Listen to that. The body of an apostle's minister, the mangled body, Ignatius of Antioch, who died like Polycarp of Smyrna for the faith which claimed death in crude torments rather than apostasy. Drawn, and this is the part I'm going to read down here, and it's going to be in with this one. From whose lips may have passed the same sentiment as from his successor in martyrdom. 86 years have I served him, and he has done me no injury. How then can I blaspheme my King and my Savior? Let me read that again. 86 years have I served him, and he has done me no injury. How then can I blaspheme my King and my Savior? Architecture erected the Colosseum, but sculpture, like a funeral pall, mantles this human slaughterhouse of Rome. Not a stone of which from the base of the ruined cornice, but has an historic voice that speaks as from the Armithian sepulchre, the Armithian sepulchre of our religion, of the final resurrection of those early martyrs to the faith of Christ. I'm not here to beat up on Christians and stuff. I'm going to say what I need to say, but it's not of this land. It's of our ancient ways, but it's not of this land. It's been perverted. That's all I'm saying. I love y'all if you're going to be Christian. I love the ways of it. But if you're going to be it all the way through. But if you're going to be a hypocrite talking about I'm going out to have some Budweiser and beat my wife and cheat on my... No. Then you can take your Christianity with that individual. You can take your Christianity and your ass right along with it. And I don't want to hear about we make mistakes. Shut the fuck up. Practice it and be truthful to it. Or get the fuck off the land. Go with the rest of them. Schumann, all of them need to take their asses over to Africa, where the fuck else. All them empty spaces and build a great city and warmongers over there and do all they want them to do. Just leave us the fuck be. Get up off our land. Arthur Kessler and the 13th tribe. I told you about him and his wife. Never used drugs, medicine, or nothing like that. And they died from a habituate overdose of like 3 or 4 different types of damn... I tell you, boy, these motherfuckers are something else when they want to murder people. They're sick. Let's get into it. And we left off with I fight heavy wars with the Rus, right? So here we go with this. This is where we get into the cul-de-sac of shit. The particular brand of Vikings, which the Byzantines called Rus, were called Varangians by the Arab chroniclers. The most probable derivation of Rus, and a lot of people have a hard time understanding that the original Vikings were Norsemen of a very dark, tall, ginormous stature. Yes, they weren't pouncing like the fake Hollywood small hats. They got to create division, and they don't want you to have truth because they got to make you believe you're some great fucking people. Not saying you're not, but the lies don't make you great. And there's a reason why they had to do all the lying, because you weren't that goddamn great. Anyway, Rus were called Varangians by the Arab chroniclers, and the most probable derivation of Rus, according to Toynbee, is from the Swedish word rota, meaning rowers. As for Varangian, it was used by the Arabs and also in the Russian primary chronicles. to designate Norsemen or Scandinavians. Know what the word Scandinavian really means? Okay, look that up and see if you can dig down far enough. The Baltic was actually called by them the Varangian Sea. Although this branch of Vikings originated from eastern Sweden, as distinct from the Norwegians and Danes who raided Western Europe, and their advance followed the same pattern. It was seasonal, and it was based on strategically placed islands which served as strongholds, armories, and supply bases for attacks on the mainland. And its nature evolved, where conditions were favorable, from predatory raids and forced commerce to more or less permanent settlements, and ultimately amalgamation. Listen to this. Amalgamation with the conquered native population until they finally eradicated them all. Or you started to look a little different. The women started getting little booties, you got a little taller, whatever. Anyway, thus the Vikings' penetration of Ireland started with the seizure of the island of TRU. You hear that? Ireland? Lambay in Dublin Bay. England was invaded from the Isle of Thanet. Penetration of the continent started with the conquest of the islands of Walcheren of Holland and Northumbria in the estuary of the Loire. At the eastern extreme of Europe, the Northmen were following the same blueprint for conquest. After crossing the Baltic and the Gulf of Finland, they sailed up the river Volkhov into Lake Ilmen south of Leningrad, where they found a convenient island and the Holmgrad of the Icelandic sagas. On this, they built a settlement which eventually grew into the city of Novgorod. From here, they forayed on southward on the great waterways on the Volga into the Caspian. Yeah, that's my Dutch bloodline, I guess, coming up out of me. And on the Dnieper into the Black Sea, the former route led through the countries of the militant Bulgars and Khazars. I tell you, they're all the same related. They conquered the melanated lands of so-called Europe, which we settled, and Rus, or Georgia, which later became Rus, Russia, Prussia, and then Russia. And it had a few other names. They used Tartary, but it was all over when we were the Republic of Tartary. For those idiots who don't know, all this history I'm speaking on is fairly new, though we know how the Zionists teach their youth, and he has to run with the history given. The former route led through the countries of the militant Bulgars and Khazars. The latter crossed the territories of various Slavonic tribes who inhabited the northwestern outskirts of the Khazar Empire and paid tribute to the Khagan. The Palian of the region of Kiev and the Vyetchi south of Moscow, the Redimsky east of the Dnieper, the Severian on the river Derne, etc. These Slavs seem to have developed advanced methods of agriculture and were apparently of a more timid disposition than their Turkish neighbors on the Volga. For as Bury put it, they became the natural prey of the Scandinavian raiders. These eventually came to prefer the Dnieper in spite of its dangers of cataracts to the Volga and the Don. It was the Dnieper which became the Great Waterway and the Ostrava of the Nordic sagas from the Baltic to the Black Sea and thus to Constantinople. They even gave Scandinavian names to the 7 major characters, duplicating their Slavonic names. Constantine continuously enumerates both versions, e.g. Battlefords of Norse, Valnia, and Slavonic for the Billoway waterfall. God dog, man. Dang. These Varangian Rus seem to have been a unique blend, unique even among their brother Vikings, combining the traits of pirates, robbers, and meritorious merchants who traded on their own terms, imposed by sword and battle axe. They battered furs, swords, and ambers in exchange for gold. They bartered, battle. I want to think fighting. Bartered, because remember, it was always the barter system all over. Okay? And exchange for gold. but their principal merchandise were slaves. A contemporary Arab chronicler wrote, excuse me, in this island, in brackets, and it states Novgorod, and there are men to the number of 100,000, and these men constantly go out to raid the Slavs in boats. And they seize the Slavs and take them prisoner, and they go to the Khazars and Bulgars and sell them there. And so who do you think brought all the Pelskins here who were Slavs? Not us. We were never Slavs on our own land. We were still running it. Up until the 1920s and 40s, when the complete change took over, and then came the Jim Crow, the felonious history, and everything else. The Reconstruction era was the final mark of the beast on my ancestral soil. Look into it. Anyway, and sell them there. And in brackets it states, we remember the Slav market in Itil, mentioned by Musudi, and they have no cultivated lands, nor seed, and live by plunder from the Slavs. When a child is born to them, they place a drawn sword in front of him, and his father says, I have neither gold nor silver, nor wealth, which I can bequeath to thee. This is thine inheritance, which it secures prosperity for thyself. A modern historian, McEvely, has summed it up nicely. Viking Varangian activity, ranging from Iceland to the borders of Turkestan, from Constantinople to the Arctic Circle, was of incredible vitality and daring. And it is said that so much effort was wasted in plundering. You see that? And the northern heroes did not deign to trade, and then it says deign to trade until they fell to vanquish, and they preferred blood-stained glorious gold to a steady mercantile profit. So instead of making profit, they'd rather go out there and get it in blood. God, dog, man. And we're going to read this part and we're going to the next. Thus the Rus convoys sailing southward in the summer season were at the same time both commercial fleets and military armadas. The two roads went together, and with each fleet it was impossible to foretell at what moment the merchants would turn into warriors. The size of these fleets was formidable. Masadi speaks of a Rus force entering the Caspian from the Volga in 912 to 13, is comprising about 500 ships, each manned by 100 persons. Of these 50,000 men, he says 35,000 were killed in battle. Masadi may have been exaggerating, but apparently not much. Even at an early stage of their exploits, circa 860, the Rus crossed the Black Sea and laid siege on Constantinople. Excuse me. I need to drink some more. With a fleet variously estimated as numbering between 200 and 230 ships. It's pretty good history right there. Don't worry, it doesn't go off beat. It's laminating and putting you in a certain place. It is letting you know that these people are not who they say they are. And it would take one of your own to tell you who you are. Somebody who probably had other clearances or secrets. I attempted to find out more about him, but it's like they wanted to eradicate his true history. And that's what they're good at. You see what they've done to the world. The world, the natives think they're indigenous and they're not. Who did that? What did I tell y'all earlier on about 1700s and grabbing up orphans and in the 1800s and prolificating them, using our incubators and everything else to bring them to fruition? And those older ones, that's why they go at the 7 months now with the change off they want to do now with the reset. And bringing older ones, and if they didn't go by, they became dead bones. And you know that in these Tartarian homes that they called asylums, and what do you call those schools? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, a lot of them died. They were murdered by these fake bastard ass satanic nuns. Now they walk around peaceful because during World War II and one, a lot of them had the behinds handed to them. People that grew up and remembered who they were, and they did some very disgusting. Oh, you never seen the pictures of some of the nuns? How they were done by the people who. Oh, okay. Yes, I have all kind of stuff. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. So anyway, we're going to get into Behold the Pale Horse, William Cooper. Namaste is his signature on the sign, his little emblem. Okay. Yeah, man. Damn nuns, man. And them past, them big ass, whatever you call them for the Catholic Church, the men, what do you call them? Them some nasty, sick bastards, man. They nasty, just nasty. Anywho. Hold on. That's the snizzle right there, boy. Yes, sir. Anyway, so let's go on. All right. If I remember right, we are all-seeing eye. So we go into of special interest is the powerful society in Afghanistan in ancient times called the Roshaniya, illuminated ones. We got all that. Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm gonna read this again because this is important for y'all to hear this. The Roshaniya also call themselves the Order. Okay, now you know where they come from. You know who we're talking about here. Okay, these half-breed Arabs or whatever you want to call them, like the Hindus. Initiates took an oath that absolved them of all allegiance except to the Order and stated, I bind myself to perpetual silence and unshaken loyalty and submission to the Order. All humanity which cannot identify itself by our secret sign is our lawful prey. We should be saying the same thing. You're not orthodox. Keep your ass away from me. Just like that. Who you talking to? Now you're not one of my peoples, man. You're not righteous at all. Don't even talk to me. Go on about your way. The oath remains essentially the same to this day, and the secret sign was to pass a hand over the forehead, palm inward. I read this yesterday. I want y'all to hear this. The countersign to hold the ear with the fingers and support the elbow in the cup other hand. Does that sound familiar? You know what he's talking about, right? Okay. Just wanted to make sure you knew and shit. If I did it wrong, one of you Masonic motherfuckers showed me. Now let's get down here. We know that this is where we're at now. We know that the Templars are Illuminati because the Freemasons absorbed and protected those who escaped persecution of the church and France, just as the Freemasons would absorb and protect Weishaupts, Illuminati centuries later. Okay, Weishaupts, you know who that is. Illuminati centuries later. The Knights Templar exists today as a higher degree of Freemasonry within a Templar order. In fact, the Knights Templar is a branch of the Order of the Quest. The De Molay Society is a branch of the Freemasons that consecrates the memory of the persecution of the Knights Templar. And in particular, their leader, Jacques de Molay, I know because I was a member of the De Molay Society as a young adult. Holy shit. I love the mystery and ritual. I became separated from the society when my family moved to a location out of reach of any lodge. I believe to this day that my association with the De Molay Society may have been the reason for my selection for naval security and intelligence. According to members of the intelligence community, when the New World Order is solidified, the relics will be taken out, will be united with the Spear of Destiny, and will, according to legend, give the world's ruler absolute power. This may confirm beliefs passed down through the ages that describe the significance of these relics. When united in the hands of one man, it may also explain Hitler's desperate search for their hiding place during World War II. Again, I must remind you that it makes not one iota of difference what you believe. If they believe, you will be affected. The Knights Templar were founded sometime during the 11th century in Jerusalem by the Penier de Sion, for the express purpose. I told you the 11th century, the 12th and 13th when they started conquering fucking lands. And you know what was happening between the 8th and 9th? I'm reading that to you now. A certain group of individuals from the 3rd to the 4th to the 5th took over our identity, coup d'etat, and now they run around creating havoc. I ain't gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep reading. That's all. Guarding the remaining relics of Jesus, Yahshua, and to provide military, and I told you it's not his name, but hey, military protection for the religious travelers during their pilgrimage to the holy city. I'm not saying don't use the word or name Jesus. I'm not beating you up. Not a problem with it. I just believe there's a different name that I've come across decades ago. The Père de Sion was a religious order founded at Mount Sion in Jerusalem. The order set for itself the goal of preserving and recording the bloodline of Jesus and the house of David. Through every means available to them, the Père de Sion had found and retrieved the remaining relics. These relics were entrusted to the Knights Templar for safekeeping. I am amazed at the authors of Holy Blood, Holy Grail, and the information that they have unearthed. Most of all, I am amazed at their inability to put the puzzle together. The treasure hidden in France is not the treasure of the Temple of Jerusalem. It is the Holy Grail itself, the robe of Jesus, the last remaining pieces of the cross of crucifixion, and according to my sources, someone's bones. I can tell you that the reality of the bones will shake the world to its very foundations. If I have been told the truth, the relics are, so he's letting you know, he's not saying it's all factual. He's a Christian, but he's only regurgitating with the lies. This is what they do. They can make you, even if they want to kill you, have you spew a whole bunch of lies and get rid of your ass before you find out that truth. The relics are hidden in France. I know the location, and so do the authors of the Holy Blood, Holy Grail, but they do not know that they know, or do they know? You can't make this shit up, people. Adam Weishaupt, a young professor of canon law at Ingolstadt University in Germany, was a Jesuit priest and initiate of the Illuminati. The branch of the order he founded in Germany in 1776, pay attention, was the same Illuminati previously discussed, and that's when the Rothschilds came. Anyway, the Jesuit connection is important. As you will see later in the chapter, researchers agree that he was financed by the House of Rothschild. And then in parentheses it states, the same Rothschild family mentioned in Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. And Weishaupt advocated abolition of all ordered national governments, abolition of inheritance, abolition of private property, abolition of patriotism, abolition of the individual home and family life as the cell from which all civilizations have stemmed, and abolition of all religions established and existing so that the Luciferian ideology of totalitarianism may be imposed on mankind. Are you seeing that now? Peep this. In the same year that he founded the Illuminati, The Wealth of Nations was published. You might want to look into that. The book that provided the ideological foundation for capitalism and for the Industrial Revolution. It is no accident that the Declaration of Independence was written in the same year. On the obverse of the Great Seal of the United States, the wise will recognize the all-seeing eye and other signs of the Brotherhood of the Snake. Every tenet was the same. Date and beliefs confirm that Weishaupt's Illuminati is the same as the Afghan illuminated ones and the other cults that call themselves illuminated. The Alumbrados of Spain were the same as were the illuminated. Guaranites of France and the United States, they were known as the Jacobin Dubs, secrets within secrets within secrets, but always at the heart is the brotherhood. I was going to read more, but man, we had an hour and 11 minutes, and I ain't going to kill y'all like that. I was going to just read for hours and hours, because I know y'all want to get through some of this here. But you know what I'm going to do tomorrow morning? I'm going to go ahead and just read these. I might even come on and do a grind, what grinds my gears, all right? But we're getting rid of some people anyway. So I'll go ahead and I will get these because this has got about 2 more readings before it's done. As well, this maybe about 3. These 2 I can actually finish those off, and then we'll get into the next group of books I have sitting over at the foot of my bed over here, which is going to be an astounding friggin' read. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting all kind of stuff, y'all. I'm gonna take this downstairs and put it in the garbage. So let me get some shout outs, and we're gonna shut it down because I really want some honey in there, but I'm still want to spike the sugar because I'm gonna go to bed early again tonight. I'm not eating nothing, so tomorrow's the second day, nothing, and then I'll have a stew or some, I don't know, some the next day, and then slowly get my system back. But I'm gonna shut it off. I love you motherfuckers. The donations, I love the donations because I break that, I get that. Let me see something right quick before okay, so 17, 18, 19, I'm going away. We're gonna do a live over there with Brother Traumahawk. West Side's gonna be there and Rondo, and might be a few other people. Of course, it's gonna be somebody else, but might be a few others. Okay, so right now I've got $275 to the side. So you match that, then I'll go ahead and get some of these bigger books, these more expensive books. $285 just came up. I'm taking that thumb thing off of it. I'm taking that off. I don't like that no more. I'm not trusting that. On my phone, it gave me so many problems. I had to log in physically. My thumb ain't chewed up or nothing. My thumb is beautiful, man. I'm sitting there, it's oiled up naturally. I'm like, nope, you got to go. I think they're going to hand everything over to the fake ass Chinese. So, not to be discriminatory, I'm just saying facts is facts, goddammit. Oh, we're going to read these tomorrow morning. We got to get through this. I'm going to leave it up because I'm going to scope through something on that. This right here, God dog, man. I can't wait to read these other books to you. God dog, man. Y'all don't know how, like, I'm a fiend, man. I mean, I say it all the time, but damn, I really am. And I've got to, right now what I'm doing is I'm checking myself. Because y'all, as you see, I can read all day. Excuse me. Just put that in there. You gotta throw this away, Papa. What is you doing, man? Stop being retarded, bro. Okay, a little retarded. Half retarded, not full retarded. Don't go all the way retarded. And I gotta turn all the lights on. So I meant to take this off. Oh, my dumb ass. Yeah, I'm dumb. I like being dumb sometimes. So anyway, I appreciate everyone coming in. I'm gonna shout y'all out. Some of y'all popped up for the first time. West Side, yo up, brother. Rondo, number love. Benjamin MC, Grand Elevation. So all my beautiful family, man. Hey, Sue, what's up, baby girl? Wish you fly your ass out here. I watched the last bit of Red, and yes, I will chant Delhi for them. Thank you. ABJR was cracking, family. Feathers up. Feathers up. B-Tree, hey, what's up? I hope you're still here. I'm going to do the shout-outs at the end. Everybody knows I'm going to do shout-outs at the end. Mickey Hill, salute. What's going on, family? Joshua Northern, blessings, brother. What's going on? That's what I say. Contain yourself, young man. I told Ice Spice got some good coochie. That should have me broken when you said that. Ooh, child. Great Wolf, what's going on, beloved? Grand Elevations, peace and love and light, brother. How's the wife? Is she watching? I hope everything's good. Josh Winona, yeah, right? Yo, he's wild about it, yo. Nee J, what's going on, Evelyn? Peace, what's going on, my beautiful beloved? Yeah, we don't have, yeah, we got standard. All right, you're murdery. I drink dinner tea every day. That's what's up. But you know what? Don't drink a lot of tea. You could just have some room temperature water, about 72. You can even warm it up a little more than that, about 80 degrees. and put you a tablespoon of lemon and half a teaspoon of ginger in there. Drink that down, you good. Take your time and sip it throughout the day. Horseradish tincture is one that's great. That need that flavonoids, but these also get some paprika in your vegetables. Raw vegetables you can put and you can marinate with. You can get like, check this out. You can get half a teaspoon of paprika. Like say you got asparagus and you want to eat it raw. A lot of people don't do that. I do. Or you could poach it, but I like eating it raw too. Asparagus, some fennel, all right, chopped up, tastes like licorice, some endive, the yellow and white flour. It's like a little veggie salad. You chop it all up. Okay, put you some broccoli rabe, all raw, uncooked. Just make sure that you soak it in some vinegar just to get it clean. You get the natural salts and the witchcraft from the vinegar. That cooks it alone. Hit it with half a teaspoon of paprika. Mix it up in a little side dish. Half a teaspoon of paprika. Excuse me, I gotta get it right in my head. Teaspoon of ground ginger. If you got fresh horseradish, you can grate. Get a tablespoon of that. Put you half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. All right. Put you a couple of pinches of black pepper. It's going to get the flavonoids going. All right. Tap it with some curry, just some regular Jamaican or Japanese curry, from allspice. If you got all 5 spice, mix that in there together. Grind it all up together. Put you a couple of pinches of damn Himalayan or black Hawaiian salt in there. Put it on all them vegetables. Let it sit in the fridge in a glass, not plastic. Don't want it in plastic. Glass with a little cellophane or something over top. Wait, give it about 30 to 40, maybe 30 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour. Take it out and snack on that just as it is, with all that all over it. I'm telling you, that's what I do with the celery, with my asparagus. I do that. I'm telling you, with raw Brussels sprouts, I cut in half, no steaming, no poaching. I got the little thing that can eradicate and get pesticide off of it. I got 2 of them. I put it in the distilled water with that, run it for 2 or 3 times. Then I take it, put it in I drain it. I take it from there and I mix that seasoning up. I put it all over it. My hands get funny color and I sit it in the fridge, cover it up. And I come and y'all don't even see me sometimes. Sometimes y'all see me like, have you ever seen me snacking on a carrot or something? Because sometimes I put little carrots in there. And that, let me tell you something. When you want to talk about better and well-being, that is the hit. Okay. Trust me on that one. You know what I mean? It's really, really good. Horse chestnut, alcohol-free, liquid extract. There it is, right, y'all. That's what I just showed y'all. That's it. See, she on the point. She on point. See that? That's it right there. Oh, you're getting it? All right, all right. Well, you know what? Be careful. Make sure you don't have no liver or kidney problems, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Let her love, man. Yeah, Joshua, I know, man. I love it, man. It's nothing like it, all right? Hey, Herbo Sloop, what's going on, Kendrick? Quiet Storm Sean, Big J, what's going on? Yes, sir. Mad love and respect, everybody. I'm always going to do this at the end. I'm going to shout y'all out. I come in like I'm whipping belts all over the place and paddles and shit, but, we got to get some of the Google guys up out of here. Black Viking, 19th century, was a Viking of Vestfold. Yes, he belonged to the house of Yngling, yes, and was the father of Harald Fair, the first king of unified Norway. But you need to know what he looked like. The black-skinned Viking. Yes! That's what's up. That's what's up. But yes, yeah, that's all. Yeah, mix it up together. It's excellent. And it's really, people are always talking about veggies. Raw, this, that, and other. The important thing is raw veggies and fruits are important. But how many of y'all take an apple and you get a little bit of molasses and put a little cinnamon in there with a little bit of allspice or a little bit of put some cloves because it excites it and rub it on the apple and eat that joint. You know what I'm saying? Tear that joint up. Men, stop eating sunflower seeds. It raises your estrogen level. Stop it, or please stop it. All them people in the baseball league, all them boys is on some kind of testy or testosterone or something. Please, and half of them be, you know what I'm saying. So do yourself a favor, stop eating sunflower seeds. I was looking at these little boys today walking around with their fingernails painted pink and purple in their hair, just snapping away on them damn things, talking about Cool Ranch. If they only knew what they was really Cool Ranch eating. But anywho, get you some Brussels sprouts, get you some collard greens. God damn, if you want some pasta, get some goddamn Spanish linguinis, motherfucker. Get and hook it up. If you're going to use some tomato sauce, get you a couple of Firehouse tomatoes, organic, all natural, whatever, and non-GMO. Peel the skin off them bitches, chop them up, remove the seeds, put them in the blender of puree, add a little drop of vinegar, some olive oil, put some parsley up in that bitch and some garlic. There you go. There's your salt and some basil, motherfucker. There's your sauce. And heat it up. And if you're having a hard time with it, add a little bit of cane sugar, just a little bit, and let it simmer for a little while, but make enough of it. And then you can put it in mason jars and cap it off with a little wax top, and you're good to go. Put it in the cupboard, you're good to go. You know, boil the water, pop it in with the top of the mason jar. You hear that? Close, you know, you got to put the lid on top of the big pan, no hot water. It sucks in, causes a vacuum. You put the lid on, close it. It's hot as hell. You have to use gloves. Boom. You take that, you ain't got to put it in the fridge. You just put it in the damn cupboard somewhere. You can make a whole bunch of them. Real simple stuff, people. All right? Anyway, you know I love y'all motherfuckers. What you laughing at, Sue? That's to my beautiful sisters that came in. Is Mama Red all right? Well, everybody speak power and the strength that she's okay. All right? And to my brothers, you always know it's 2 on the 1. Salute. I can't wait till we get out on the 17th, 18th. I'm going to be there on the 17th, staying the night, the 18th and 19th, heading back. It's about a 6-hour trip for me. I thought it was closer and shit, bro. But it's a 6-hour trip. I'm leaving early in the AM. Get out there. I'm bringing some hooch. No weed. I ain't bringing no weed, so don't expect that shit. And my ass. Oh, yeah, you know, some other things. We can't say them certain things, but you know, you can put it on your shoulder and you can make fireworks in the sky and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, if something's running at you real fast, you can kind of clip its wings. You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, mad love and respect to everybody. I get with y'all in the AM, all right? Ciao, beta.